these Cosm scales, I only reduced it to 3. Okay, there's only 3 instead of 5. Okay, you have the macroverse, the nutroverse, and the microverse. I left the nanos and the protos out, just to make it a little easier to understand. Okay, so here's our universe. Okay, the God particle or the Big Bang or the Higgs field, whatever, the Higgs boson created ours. Okay, but we have a micro subcosm that creates, that all combined make up our universe. Okay, but in the macroverse, our universe, our whole universe, makes up this macroverse. Okay, so the atoms, our whole universe are the atoms to the macroverse. See what I'm saying? Our whole universe is atoms compared to the macroverse. Just like our atoms, which is a microcosm, are just the atoms that make up our universe. See what I'm saying? But if you go down to this scale, the microcosm, okay, then it's going to have its nano subcosm. It's going to have its subcosm too. See what I'm saying? That makes it. So it's all like a chain that downgrades or it gets bigger. However you want to look at it. This is where the infinitesimally small and infinitely big come into place. Because technically, this can reduce and reduce and reduce infinitely small. I mean, just like there's infinitely big in space. You still have a whole bunch of space. Even if you go on a very, 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 very tiny scale, you still have a whole bunch of space to work with. Okay? So, this is how these cosms come into play. And until we understand, or at least consider that these cosms do exist, which they do, because space just keeps going, then we're never going to advance our damn science any. I mean, I'm just trying to throw some stuff out there, new concepts. All right, like the Higgs field, okay? When it comes to the first dimension, all right, look, you are at point 0. You are 0 point, okay? Whatever way we look, we're only going to see the first dimension, okay? We can only see one dimension flat one way. Okay? Now, if we have computers that look every which way for us and combine that, we can get a little bit better perspective. But nonetheless, even if we do that, we're still looking one way. Because space is infinite and has an infinite number of dimensions. And we only have what we have for vision. We can only look one way. We don't have eyes in the back of our head. We don't use our whole brain in a 360-degree radius to pick up energy or something like a dolphin would with echolocation. We don't do any of that. So no matter what way we look, we're only seeing the first dimension. And this is why flat earthers think that the earth is flat and all this, and this is where it all came from. Okay? Because the ancients had science too. They had the same shit we do. They had technology and everything. And they took records, and there's a lot of stuff that was taken down and yada, yada, yada that's been passed on, rumors and this and that became flat planets. Okay, and then it became the flat earth. All right? But all this technology, like I was saying, everything has been suppressed by the Vatican. They took all the relics and everything that had to do with paganism and all the science and everything, all the records, and suppressed it and hid it and passed international law to take order for themselves to create some kind of order. And I'm glad it happened. We did need it because we'd still been killing and raping and murdering each other. I mean, all day long, killing and stealing every man for himself because there was no law. I mean, after a cataclysm, you have no law. People are going to run rampant. And that's what it means that Jesus saved us from ourselves and all this, because that event of murdering him passed international law. It helped push international law and gave us something to fear, to keep in check. See what I'm saying? But we needed that. Now, we might not need it. If the truth would finally come out, maybe we can live with it. Okay, I'm trying to unveil the truth, but people have a hard time believing it. I don't know why. Maybe it's just what they don't want to believe. But I've done a lot of research. I've been obsessed with this since I was 5 years old, literally, and I've figured out a lot of stuff in the past 33 years. You know. All right, I'm gonna throw some 6s out there. Okay, so you have your 108 correspondence. Okay, let's see, 666, square of the sun. I can't remember what that was. The perfect square, basically. All right. Solar chakra, Temple of Solomon, Temple of the Sun, became a living God. Let's see. Spirituality, understanding, using part of the universe to be godlike. Man has evil hearts, can be used for good or bad. Okay. Power metaphysics. Let's see. Radio electric waves used for broadcasting on FM use 88 from 108 megahertz. Okay. 88, like 88 miles per hour or 88 radium. 108, 3/4 of 144. 144 are spared. That was ironic in the Bible too. It's just a little weird. All right, let's see. Buddhism, Hinduism, Jainism. I forgot about, yeah, I mentioned those. Okay. Let's see. 6 chakras is all we will be able to achieve. Let's see. The 6th sense is consciousness, advanced perception, smell, touch, taste, hearing, sight, consciousness. Let's see. Painful, pleasant, neutral, internal, or external, past, present, future. Okay. Then you have, they add these up. 6, 3, 2, 3, 108, earth, time, body connection, chakras. 666, 18. Let's see, 108 divided by 2 is 54. That is 2 times 9. Let's see, 108 earths, 108 suns, 108 moons. Tibetans have 108 holy books. Angel numbers 108. Support and encouragement. A cycle of life may be ending, but a new beginning is laying ahead. Stonehenge is 108 feet in diameter. 108 verse Old Test. Let's see. Old Test is creation of man and woman. Old Testament, yeah. All right, 108th verse, Old Testament, creation of man and woman. Okay. 6 times 36 is 108. So there's a lot of 6s and 108s, which have to do with the universe. Let's see, here we go here. See, there's 18 cosmic years. Our galaxy is 18 years old, cosmic years old. Okay, 666, that's 18. Okay, let's see. All right, eukaryotes, that's what we are. In the 6.666th cosmic year, that's when we formed. Okay, our lineage of eukaryotes. Okay, all of these ancient sites that I was talking about that destroyed the planet are 6,666 kilometers apart, which is on the 33rd and parallel. All right, I mean, I think it's a little too ironic, and this isn't even a quarter of all the 6s and 108s and stuff. I'm just going to throw out 369. That's actually a trinity of trinities. 3 is a trinity. 6, that's 2 trinities. 9, that's 3 trinities. A trinity of trinities. All right, lithium, carbon, and fluorine. Okay, 369. Okay. They all have 2 shells. 2, 4, 6. There's a 6. Okay. 6, 12, 18. 6, 6, 6. They're all 6 apart. All right.